Hey everybody, welcome to week two. So this is the first full week of the class. We had that kind of introductory week one, which was only a couple days long, but it was great to get to know all of you. So thank you for your contributions. Thank you for posting pictures and saying a little bit about yourself. The goal with these discussion boards, sure, we want to get into lots of different topics and go deeper in topics, and we want you to learn a lot. But one of the biggest goals, kind of unspoken, but definitely there, is just forming online community, just getting to know each other a little better. It's easy to feel like you're all by yourself and you're alone in this whole process. You're working and you got family, and then you come online and you do all your work, but you're kind of, all by yourself here. We don't want that to be the way it is. The learning process is going to be much better. Your learning comprehension is going to be much better if you're doing this in community and you feel like you're part of a community. And so online discussion is an opportunity not just to learn, not just to maybe even teach your classmates with some of your own thoughts and opinions, but also just to get to better understand everybody else, to get to know them a little better and to build that community so you know that you're not alone. You know that you're not doing this uh, all by yourself, that there are people there who are just like you, and there are people out there who wish you all the best and want you to be successful. So that's a big component of online discussion. Now, this week, we're going to start a very, very interesting topic in discussion. And so I'm going to do a video and I'm going to put that in the discussion board this week to give you a bit more information. But it's going to be about social media and social media's impact on our lives and on society. And this is a subject that we're going to visit a number of times this term. So this is just going to be the first one. But it's going to be a great opportunity to talk about a very thorny issue, but talk about it together, kind of collaborate with each other, kind of build off of what every other person says. So I hope you enjoy it. I certainly do, and I do a lot to try to make discussion interesting and fun and dynamic. Again, an opportunity for you to get to know people while also learning from them too. So that's going to be something we're going to be doing in discussion this week. We're going to be talking in the lecture and in some of our assignments are talking. You're going to be learning about a variety of things like cloud storage, cloud technology, and things like web-based apps and things like operating systems. Now, for some of you may know what this is. For others, this is brand new, completely new information. Operating systems are one of those things that run on computers. You just don't really realize it. You don't think about it very much. For most of you, those who have a PC, you're running Windows 10. Okay, so that's the operating system that's most common. If you're running a Mac, you have another operating system, a Mac OS. Your phones have operating systems. These are basically I guess you could say kind of like the brain of your entire computer, allowing everything to run. So Windows 10, for instance, the operating system that's the most common one. This is what allows things like Microsoft Office to run on it, okay? But not just that. All the other kinds of programs that you run on your laptop or on your desktop require some sort of operating system. Things that kind of let everything gel together, get things started, kind of act as that brain or foundation, whatever the metaphor might be, so that everything else, all the other computing you do on your computer, is going to be done efficiently. You need some sort of operating system. Now, the lecture is going to tell you a little bit more about what an operating system is, so I don't want to, go above and beyond here. Cloud storage or cloud technology is another another thing we use all the time. We just don't think about very much. So we talk about doing our computing in the cloud. That doesn't mean it's out there floating in the ether or in the sky or something like that. That means that most of your computing is being done with the use of other computers, other servers, whether they're Microsoft's or Apple's or Netflix, all sorts of different things. It's allowing you to basically use other networks and use other computers to get your computing done. So think about it this way. It wasn't that long ago with Apple, right? iTunes, that when you bought something from iTunes, you had to download it onto your computer. We don't do that anymore. We don't even think about it. We use the cloud, Apple's cloud, and that's storing all the things that we buy in the cloud, essentially on Apple's servers on some server farm out, in California or something like that. So the cloud is really just that. It's using other companies usually, computers and servers to allow you to do certain computing on your own. Most of gaming nowadays is done in a cloud-based format, right? You have your Xbox, you have your PS4 or whatever. You're logging into something, you're in the cloud, right? Back when I was a kid and we played video games, you had a little cartridge, you put it in the Nintendo, you press start, and boom, you were playing Mario Brothers, right? But that's not the way it is anymore. So cloud storage is one of those things that we use all the time. We just don't think about very much. So the lecture is going to go in depth on what cloud storage ultimately is, or what cloud technology ultimately is, and then cloud storage. And that's going to be talked about through the lens of what's called OneDrive. OneDrive is the cloud storage piece of Microsoft Office. So you're saving all your stuff in OneDrive. That's basically saving your stuff on one of Microsoft's servers. Okay, it's actually much safer. It's far more efficient to do it that way than to keep everything on your own computer. So there's a lot of stuff we're going to be covering this week, a lot of important kind of foundational concepts. Make sure you go through the lecture very, very carefully. Make sure you get into discussion and contribute there, and hopefully get a lot out of that. And of course, most importantly, if you have questions, if you have concerns, if you're not sure about something, some sort of concept or something like that, or you're worried about an assignment, let me know, okay? I don't know if you're worried, I don't know if you're struggling unless you reach out to me first, okay? So email me, you can call me, you can text me. All my information is in Blackboard, but please let me know if there's anything I can do to help you out. Thanks, folks.